What up? What's happening? What's good? Y'all come on through. Come on through. Come on through. What's good? First of all, I want to open up with happy birthday to my daddy. My daddy. It's his birthday today. Excuse me. It's his birthday today. I just called him and wish him a happy birthday. My daddy has been a special kind of influence in my life. And I wouldn't be who I am today without my daddy and my mama, because my mama participated too in the creation of the world's greatest. So shout out to my daddy. Happy birthday to you. And I'm just so happy. It's January 15th. I'm here in the building. I'm here to inspire you, here to get you amped, here to get you ready, not only for today, but for the rest of your life. Because again, I believe in scaling your life, leveling up your life. I believe that every time you step into a room, you should shut it down. Every time you take a trip, all eyes on you. I just believe that you should be the center of attention at all times. But with that being said, with you being the center and you having that look, I also believe that you should have the mindset also to back that look up, because there's nothing worse than a contradiction to where you look good, but your mind jacked up. You look good, you ain't got no confidence. You look good, but there's something lacking. Again, I firmly believe in you being the total package. The total package, to where you have it all. Because you're supposed to. That's how life is set up. You are already ordained to have great stuff in your life. It's on you to go after it. How about that? Let me see. I got Toya up in here, Eddie Sean in the building. Let me see. The beautiful Miss Watts up in the building. I got Jen up in here. Who else I got? I got Snookums up in the house. What's up? What's good? Look, happy Wednesday, everybody. Oh, also too, put hashtag SSS in the comments to get my super stomach shredder membership. If you're on Spotify, you can just go to KenyaCrooksNetwork.com. We're on all kind of platforms. So it just dawned on me when I was listening to my podcast yesterday. I was like, okay, on some of these platforms, people can't see me or they can't DM. So just go to KenyaCrooksNetwork.com for those who can see me and all that other good stuff. Again, put hashtag SSS in the comments, then check your DMs, because the Kenya 5 bot will be there first, and then I'm going to come through and say hey to you because I love you. And again, I make everything personal. Now, can we talk about it? You ready for your life homework for today? Throw your hand up if you're ready. Also, too, put the shoe emoji in the comments if you're ready for me to step on your toes, because that's what I do. I coach you in every area of your life. Again, from your mind to your behind, from the rooter to the tutor. I got to make sure you're good. Now, with that being said, we're going to talk. We're going to have a hard and honest conversation. And if you want to hop in, hold on, let me throw you a link just in case. I love inviting people on too. If you want to talk, if you want to hang out, just in case you want to air out some grievances or talk about some stuff you going through, I'm going to throw a link up right now just in case you want to pop in and talk for a little bit. Now, life homework. Prioritize yourself. If you are guilty of not prioritizing yourself, not putting yourself and making yourself number one in your life outside of God, throw your hand up, please. Also, while we throwing up hands and we testify, because this is testimony service where we testify. If you've been guilty of giving to other people and not getting anything back in return, throw your hand up, please. If you've invested in people and you haven't gotten a positive ROI on your investment, again, throw your hand up. Throw your hand up. Throw your hand up. Jen got her hand up. Okay. Now, this is what we got to do. We got to stop doing that. Because what happens is when you invest in other people and you don't get a return on your stuff, then you feel crazy. You feel ridiculous. Then you start to question yourself. Again, let me say it again. You can do the right thing with the wrong person. Let me reiterate. You can do the right thing with the wrong person. And when you do the right thing with the wrong person, then it takes from you. It depletes you. Again, you start doubting yourself. That's why you don't do stuff, because you don't trust yourself. Again, it goes back to you trusting you. And again, you do this thing to where you look over your resume, your life resume, you don't count your wins. The only thing you really do is count your losses. So what you do is you go back in time and you be like, oh, that time I gave her that money, she never gave back. Boom. That time I trusted him and he left me alone for somebody else. Boom. Dang. I'm not winning. But again, you disregard all of the good stuff you've done, but you are always looking at the stuff that went south, that went awry. That's why it's so important that instead of you always pouring into everybody else, it's just as important that you start pouring into yourself. Because again, you keep looking at your stuff and devil keeps reminding you of your stuff. I don't even know why sometimes y'all gotta learn how to rebuke stuff. Anytime you start hearing devil, you gotta be like, I rebuke that. I ain't even accepting that as truth. But what you do is you let devil sit on your shoulder and start talking to you and be like, you remember that last time you gave her that money? And she didn't get back to you. Remember that last time you trusted that joke over there and that joker let you down, backstabbed you? That's on you. See, you don't make good choices. You don't make good decisions. Matter of fact, you need to stop making choices and you need to stop making decisions because you ain't good at it. And then you take all of that stuff in and then you don't do nothing. Then you shut down. You have a hard heart. And then you never venture off to do the stuff you're supposed to do because you don't trust you no more. That's why it's so important that you start making sure that your cup is full before you start pouring into any and everybody else. If I'm stepping on your toes, please put toes in the comment section if I'm talking to you. Alicia already like, you talking to me because you already stepping on my toes. You got to stop doing it. You got to move yourself. You got to ask yourself, what do I need? Again, you always check up on everybody else. Let somebody not feel good. Girl, you all right? I'm just calling to check in on you. But again, you don't do that for yourself. Again, you neglect yourself. You're not being a good partner to yourself. Again, if this was a dating situation, you probably would not date you. You probably would not have a relationship with you because you're neglectful. You're neglectful. And sometimes, and this is your challenge also, sometimes you got to go back to who taught you that. Sometimes you got to go back to who taught you that. Because somebody taught you that sacrifice is the way. Pain is the way. Oh, I'm talking today. Sometimes you got to go back to that incident that made you feel like you didn't deserve nothing good. And again, let me go a little bit deeper into your kitchen. For a lot of y'all who are watching me, you had something go on a long time ago that you regret and you're constantly paying for it. Oh, I'm talking. Something happened years ago. And you're still punishing yourself. Let me go ahead and mess with you, please. Let me hurt your feelings. You can't surprise God. Even before you did what you did, God knew about it and chose to bless you anyway. Again, stop punishing yourself for something you've already been forgiven for. This thing happened 10, 15, 20 years ago, and you still paying the price. Meanwhile, God, like, I didn't forget. As soon as you asked for forgiveness, I was good with you. But you ain't good with you. So, with that being said, that same grace that you extend to your children, that same grace you've extended to that mama, that daddy, that uncle, that auntie, that person on your job, that person in your church, that same grace that you've extended to them, you got to extend that to yourself also. You gotta forgive yourself and stop being so hard on yourself. Again, you give everybody else passes, but you don't give yourself a pass. You don't give yourself a pass. Again, you're still punishing yourself. Let that go. Let's move forward. Stop feeling guilty whenever you start doing stuff for yourself. Again, I got a lot of y'all who watch me who don't take trips. I got a lot of y'all who don't do nothing for yourself because you feel like it's taken away from somebody else. Stop. Stop. Just stop. Because again, that ain't nothing but a trick of the devil. Because what if you start treating yourself better? Then you'll start actually feeling like you deserve more. Oh. And then when that happens, the stuff that you used to accept from people, you no longer accept anymore because now you understand your worth. Now you understand your value because you basically stopped accepting folks at their worst. And now you understand that, you know what? I am great. I do bring a lot to the table. I am special. There's something about me. Versus how you treat yourself now like you're just average and like you're ordinary, and then you allow people to treat you average and ordinary when your spirit is basically saying, hey, you are special, but you do things that contradict that. So stop. It's okay to move yourself to the front of the line. Stop sacrificing for people who don't sacrifice for you. It's time for you to start doing you. Unapologetically. Moving forward. So if you agree, moving forward, to prioritize yourself and not feel guilty about moving yourself to the front of the line, say, I got you, coach. Say, I got you, coach. Alicia says, everybody sees that something but me because you're critical. Let's shoot straight. Because you're critical. You're too critical. Stop. If everybody else can see the special in you, if everybody else can see your gifts, but you refuse to, you're being too critical. Shut that mess down. Shut it down. Every day that you live is another day that you die. Okay? So with that being said, it would be ridiculous for you to move through life acting like you're average, treat yourself like you're average. People see the greatness in you, but you refuse to. You just like, I ain't seeing it. I'm not hearing it. You got to stop that. Because again, you don't want to get to the end of your life and be like, dang. That stuff that everybody else saw in me that I didn't see, I see it now, but it's too late. I can't expound upon it when I'm at the end. No, accept it. And also to start embracing people who love you and see greatness in you, because you got a lot of people. And here's the funny thing about life. If somebody were to be critical of you, you'll love them all day long.
It's 9 o'clock.
Thank you for keeping it real with me. All the while, all they try to do is keep you in the same spot. Again, for the people who see greatness in you, embrace that. Love up on them, because again, you got a lot of people who are not on your team. But again, we always chasing after the people who talk down to us. We're always chasing after the people who makes us feel bad, but they claim they love us. So that's why they keeping it real with us and all that other good stuff because they love us. Nah, they trying to keep you down. And they trying to keep you at a level of remembrance. So you won't excel and get to the next level you, because if you get to the next level you, that means you'll have an epiphany and be like, I'm better than this situation and I'm better than these people that I deal with daily. Again, start embracing people who see your value and your greatness versus chasing after people who want to keep you in a certain place of remembrance. Okay? So that's what's up. And don't be the last one to see your greatness. Accept that mess. Again, we're building your confidence. And building your confidence also requires you to see yourself on a bigger scale. You're not just Toya. You're not just Adi. You're not just Sharice. You're not just TCTC. You're not just Jen. Nah, you're awesome. You're amazing. You got gifts. Again, you're a once in a lifetime experience, not an everyday occurrence. And when you can start walking and talking like that and believing that, then that's when good stuff starts happening for you. So let's go. Next level self. That's what we're chasing after. That's what we're pursuing daily. But again, you got to work on this. And you got to learn how to shut stuff down when devil sits on your shoulder and reminds you of all your past failures. That's when you got to A, rebuke some stuff. And then B, that's when you got to take up for yourself and be like Michael Jackson and start playing Remember the Times with yourself. Instead of letting devil remind yourself of your past failures, you got to remind yourself of your past successes and the things that you plan on doing in the future. We're operating out of the future, not out of your past. Past is gone. Can't do nothing about your past. But right now and down the line and in your future, oh yeah, we can change all of that. Again, the beautiful thing about God is that he gives you the pen. He gives you the pen to write out your life the way you want it. You can script out your life the way you want to moving forward. But again, you got to be intentional about putting pen to paper. And right now, how your life is going to look moving forward versus just being a slave to your past. We ain't doing that no more because it ain't producing nothing. Amen. Amen. So that's what's up. So love each and every single last one of you. Let's be great. Let's dominate. Again, put hashtag SSS to get the super stomach shredder membership and then check your DMs. We dropping 20 pounds, 15 to 20 pounds in the next 30 days. We're going to get you snatched because, again, spring is coming. And, again, we shutting everything down. We're going to shut it down in every aspect of your life, okay? Anything where there's deficiency, we're going to work on. We're not just going to run away from it and hope that it goes away. No, we're attacking life moving forward. We're not going to be a slave to the past, but we're going to be a conqueror of our own future. So how about that? So y'all be good. Love y'all. I'm gone. Be good.